Hi goal getters, today I am going to be satisfying the curiosity of another goal getter. But this time we are going to Nigeria, a land rich in culture, brimming with irresistible opportunities. One thing you should know with Nigeria is that it is actually a land fueled with entrepreneurial spirit, second to none. Now the question is, with so many opportunities that Nigeria offers, how do you then chose the right opportunities? So that's exactly what we are going to be doing in this video. So if you're from Nigeria, get a pen, a paper and popcorn, for you are going to be served right away. But before we do that, please do well to like this video and share it with your loved ones at the end if you really found value in it. And if you've not joined our membership already, you are missing out on a lot. So do well to go to our about page and click the link there and join the membership. And it might interest you also, if you're new to the channel, to go to our playlist and try to catch up on all the videos we've done so far. For if you don't know, I have taken it as a personal mission on this channel to make sure that you attain your financial independence as soon as possible. So without further ado, let's get straight to the points. So goal getters, just like we did with Zambia, we are going to be talking about the 5 top most lucrative businesses to launch in Nigeria based on the market trends, the economic growth and the local demand. Now talking about the almighty Nigeria, the giants of Africa like they love to call themselves, we cannot start this video with something else other than the real estate and property development sector. If you are in Nigeria or you've been watching videos online about Nigeria, you can agree with me that it is crystal clear that real estate remains the most stable investments in Nigeria. And the reason is very simple. With urbanization on the rise, just like in most African countries, there is a growing demand for residential, commercial and industrial properties. Nigeria alone has a deficit of about 20 million homes, which is enormous. If you look at a country like South Africa, they've got just about 4 million. When you go to Kenya, Tanzania, they've got just about 2 million each. We are talking here of deficit, right? So you can imagine how much real estate could be profitable in Nigeria. And mark you that Nigeria, alongside countries like South Africa, Egypt, Ghana, and even Kenya, actually faced a 400% increase in the demand of commercial houses almost at the same time. But the thing with Nigeria is that given their fast growing population, the market keeps increasing. You know now that the Nigerians are about 220 million in population, which is enormous. So whether you're buying land in Nigeria to hold as an asset, be it to develop residential estates or to invest in commercial real estates, the potential returns are sustainable. And while thinking in that direction, bear in mind that the popularity of short-let apartments in Nigeria is increasing as the days go by. We are talking here of big cities like Lagos and Abuja, right? People are looking for modern living spaces and the trend keeps growing. I can assure you, goal getter, that real estate is a big deal in Nigeria. That's why if you constantly watch documentaries about Nigeria or vlogs, because I love watching vlogs, right? You will constantly notice that at times people living in cities like Lagos and Port Harcourt will gladly announce that they found an apartment, but by the time they waste maybe 1 or 3 days to do the payment, the house is gone. So if you're a smart goal getter watching this video, this is an opportunity to start from, alright? It doesn't apply only to Nigerians. If you are maybe an African diasporan from whatever country, or you are in Kenya, Gabon, Ivory Coast, Senegal, just name it, this is a business opportunity that you could tap from, alright? There is this Liberian billionaire, for instance, who invested huge in real estate in Nigeria and is making a lot of profit from it. So if you're a Nigerian, this is a perfect sector for you to invest in. And when we talk of real estate, hey, don't think you need to have millions before investing in real estate, alright? There are many ways of getting involved in real estate without necessarily spending money at all. And if you're interested in knowing how, there's this video that I took time to detailedly explain to you all how you could actually get involved in real estate without even spending a dime. Basically, all you will need is your time and a little bit of energy. So So if you're interested in knowing more, please check out this video. I am going to be linking it in the comment section, and do well to share it with others as well, for I would love a lot of people to get educated on that subject matter. Now, the second most profitable business idea or business sector in Nigeria is obviously the entertainment and media sector. So if you didn't know, the Nigerian entertainment industry, that is the Nollywood industry, is actually the second largest film industry in the world by volume, right? And they are coming immediately after Hollywood, which is the first, right? And remember, when we talk of entertainment, we aren't talking just about movies, right? We are here referring to comedy and digital content as well. These sectors are actually booming in Nigeria right now. So if you are a smart youth especially, this is a good business opportunity that you need to tap from. From my own little findings, I noticed that the Nigerian entertainment industry online, especially as content creators, are actually one of the most followed. Thus, they are the ones who've got the most following in Africa. And we know, obviously, related to their demographic and everything, and also for the fact that they've got a lot of talented youth, right? A lot of Nigerians are talented. This is something that we can't argue on. We can all agree here that the whole world is basically vibing to Nigerian music right now. We've got the Afrobeats that is always on the top of our playlists, and we've got their comedy kits that are so interesting that everyone is in love with. And when it even comes to educative content or just relaxing content, someone like me, I love watching vlogs, all right? I watch a lot of vlogs from Nigerians. So they are basically everywhere when it comes to entertainment or content creation. I quite remember like 2 years back when there was a real clash between Nigeria and Cameroon over music, all right? It was so hilarious because the truth is the Nigerians are so talented and they've got the exposure, all right? So if you're a Nigerian and you are talented, the music industry or the comedy or entertainment industry in general is something that you could tap from, all right? We can all agree on how much people consume Nigerian music. Even here in Cameroon, people consume a lot of Nigerian music that some Cameroonians often get jealous. But that's the power of Nigerian entertainment, all right? It's so explosive, so vibrant, and it has got the potential to go global easily, which is something that a lot of African countries struggle with. So if you are a Nigerian living especially in Nigeria, please demystify the concept of entertainment and media linked to film production and music production. For nowadays, entertainment is meant for everyone. Anything you could do online and educate people or simply make people smile and forget about their sorrow, you can make a lot of money online. So if you're a Nigerian and you don't really know what to do with your time and energy, this is a good sector that you could tap from. You could create content on TikTok, Facebook, and even YouTube, all right? And the advantage you all have in Nigeria over the rest of Africa or most African countries is the fact that Facebook just got monetized in Nigeria. So you've got Facebook actually based in Nigeria right now, that you can monetize your Facebook accounts easily than the other African countries. Like we here in Cameroon, for instance, we still struggle a lot with monetization when it comes to Facebook and other social media platforms. And like I said, YouTube is one of those social media platforms that I highly recommend because the opportunities there are endless. Aside from making money from your content, you can equally make a lot of money from brand deals or paid collaborations. The third business opportunity I am going to be presenting to you here today is something that you might have not thought of, but which is very lucrative in Nigeria. So I am referring here to the healthcare and pharmaceuticals. You know, goal getters, as the population of any nation grows, so does the demand for quality healthcare. And Nigerians are so industrious, so much so that they've got a lot of money to take good care of themselves. So a lot of Nigerians right now will pay anything it takes to maintain a good health. So the Nigerian healthcare industry is actually ripe for investments as I am talking to you right now. From setting up hospitals and clinics to manufacturing pharmaceuticals, the Nigerian healthcare industry is so lucrative because you've got a minimum of 200 million people people to cater for if you could just invest in the manufacturing of pharmaceuticals. You could just focus on the main things plaguing most African societies, like any medication that has to do with malaria or antibiotics that could cure various diseases. You are going to be making a lot of money in Nigeria. And one advantage you have if you actually embark on the production of pharmaceuticals in Nigeria is the fact that you are not going to be serving just the Nigerian population, all right? A lot of Cameroonians do buy from Nigeria. So you are going to be serving the Cameroonian population as well. And one thing I want you to understand, my goal-getter, is the fact that investing in healthcare isn't just a business opportunity. It's actually a way to contribute to the welfare of a whole nation. Whether you're building healthcare facilities or supplying medical equipment, or even if you are venturing into manufacturing of pharmaceuticals, like I said earlier, the healthcare sector is both impactful and profitable at the same time. Next on, we are going to be talking about technology and digital services. In recent years, Nigeria has actually emerged as a tech powerhouse in Africa. From tech to e-commerce, the digital space is booming. And the reason is simple. With a population of over 200 million, it is easy to figure out that there is a huge demand for innovative solutions that could make life easier. Let's take fintech for instance. Companies like Paystack and Flutterwave are actually revolutionizing the way Nigerians handle transactions, which is something quite commendable. These are companies that are worth emulating, all right? Yes, there are startups, but do you know that they have not only offered jobs, but they have also attracted a lot of foreign investments, which is something that each economy needs in order to excel. Just as I always say in my videos, the key here is actually finding a problem and solving it. So goal-getter, if you could succeed in finding a problem in the digital or tech sector and you actually bring a solution to it, the sky will actually be your limit, as we commonly say. Now, there is this brilliant business idea that I have got for any African that could do well in any African country right now that I am going to be talking about in another video. So this is something that you don't want to miss, all right? It is going to be actually something premium that I would love a lot of Africans to be aware of. So if you're interested in knowing it, please do well to subscribe to this channel already if you haven't, and also endeavor to turn on your notification bell so that you get to be among the first to be notified when I post that video. Now, last but not the least business sector we are going to be talking about here is obviously agriculture. Yeah, we can't make such a video in any African country without talking of agriculture and agribusiness, right? Now, just like most African countries, agriculture has actually always been the backbone of the Nigerian economy, but agribusiness is where the real gold lies. You need to understand, goal-getter, that nowadays it's not all about farming, but it's all about the value you add to what is grown. I am therefore referring here to processing, packaging, and exporting your agricultural produce to other parts of the world as finished products, all right? Let's all earn this system of shipping out raw materials or primary products, for that's the only way we are going to grow, all right? You need to understand right now that we are actually facing another scramble for Africa. I hope you got that word, all right? Now, the thing is, if we don't take the bull by the horns and start processing our raw material ourselves, that is embarking on production, as I always preach on the channel, we aren't going anywhere. We are actually trying to educate people on the facility of actually producing nowadays. We want to demystify production in Africa, because growing up, production was something unthinkable for Africans, right? Because everything seemed to be so far-fetched. But nowadays, we've got the opportunity of laying our hands on basically all the production machines possible. If we can't produce those machines ourselves, why not import those machines for a start, all right? Now, there is something that I want you all to understand, and please, goal getters, try to share this video to as many people as possible, because this is something that I want a lot of people to be aware of. We are fighting the consumption habit we've always got as Africans. But hey, let me raise your awareness to the fact that if we don't take action right now and hurry and invest in those business sectors, those who are coming into our countries are going to fill the gap very soon. We are obviously fighting the consumption habit, right? But the truth is, pretty soon, Africa is going to be the core of production globally. But if we don't stand up early enough and invest in those sectors, we are going to still remain consumers in our own continent. The others are going to come and produce those things right here, and we are still going to be the ones buying and just consuming. So that's why I want a lot of people to hurry and embark on these business sectors. That's one of the reasons why on Africa Today, we take it as one of our top priorities to raise awareness on all the production machines that exist, on all the business opportunities that exist, so that a lot of us can hop on all those opportunities before the strangers come and tap from all those business opportunities while we watch. What I am literally saying is, Africa is at a stage where the real problem is not just production anymore. But the question here is, who is doing the production? I am not in any way against foreigners investing in our continent, all right? Don't get me wrong, please. I am not against anyone investing in any other part of the world, but I am against the fact that we will sit and watch others invest in our land while we don't invest as well. That's simply the point I am trying to make. So for those who constantly ask, oh, why don't you, oh, this is that, you need to understand that I could have the ideas, but I cannot embark on all those projects alone, right? We need to do that together. It should be a collective something. There is no human being who could do everything, all right? Show me one human being who does everything. There is none, I guess. So when I share these business ideas I've got, is simply to make sure that we collectively invest and make Africa a better place. So if you're watching this video and you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Elvin Jig, and I have taken it as a personal mission to make sure that you attain your financial independence as soon as possible. And there is something that I want to draw your attention to right now. If you are one of those people involved in side hustles, juggling with multiple side hustles, please use your time judiciously. Stop investing your time and energy on side hustles. For the most side hustles could do for you is pay a few bills. But you can never attain financial independence just by investing in side hustles, all right? The only sure way to amass real wealth is to actually invest in something tangible. And you know, anything tangible or anything good takes time. The thing with most people nowadays is that we are constantly chasing success, rushing over things. But the truth is, success is a process. There is no way you can achieve success overnight, all right? So please stop listening to people who preach overnight success. The real and only way to achieve success is by investing your time and energy and a little bit of money in something tangible, all right? And I've always given you the one secret you need to know on this channel. The greatest way of making real money is to identify a problem and solve it. And there's this tip I've talked about on the channel in one of my videos that I don't remember quite, all right, is the easiest way to actually identify a problem is to constantly be alert when you are discussing with your peers, be it your colleagues, your friends, your family members, or whosoever. Constantly be alert to people's complaints, and you are going to easily detect problems that you could come up with solutions and solve. And you know, any problem solved equals to money making. Another tip of making real money is to invest in yourself, all right? Invest in yourself and gain value. For if you gain value, money is going to follow. All right, my dear goal getters, I don't want this video to be too long. All right, so I am just going to be ending everything here. Hope you loved this video, hope you found value in it, and if you're a Nigerian, hope you make good use of this video. Now, if you aren't a Nigerian, this video applies to you as well. Like I said earlier on, you could actually tap from any of these business opportunities found in Nigeria and make a lot of money for yourself. That said, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on my next one.